Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. It's such an honor for me as the first speaker of the government team to speak our argument about the motion scholarship should only be granted in the basis of financial necessity. Our goal here is to give equally quality education to a lot of people. And the limitation of the motions appliance is we will talk about the motions appliance only in Indonesia. We agree to the motion because not all students have a good access to good education. And one of the factors which blocks the access of good education to poor people is poverty. Based on status quo, the percentage of the population who are in economic level, who are in mid to low economic level in Indonesia is 45% of the total population, or approximately 115 million population. And it means that those 115 million population have a big chance that they can't afford a good education due to their financial difficulties. And if we let stupidity rate keeps rising, there will be more trouble occurs in Indonesia, such as the rising of crime rates such as theft, robbery, murder, etc., and the rising of the poverty rate itself. Because if they don't have a good education, they will hardly find a good job for them, or there might be no chance at all for they to get any job. So they will think to do anything for their living, even though it's a crime, because they already had no choice except doing it. And if we let such a thing keeps happening, the patterns will keep rising and it will be harder for us to fix it. And the one and only solution of this kind of trouble is by prioritizing the funding, or you might say the scholarship funding for the poor people, so we can give them a quality education so they can have at least a good job for them. And it will help us in order to fix another trouble in Indonesia, which I already mentioned before. But why we shouldn't give the scholarship funding based on someone's ability or talent, you may ask? Because we want to consider the poor people as our main priority. As our main priority, we will save a lot of students from stupidity which caused by financial difficulties. But if we give scholarship based on someone's ability or talent instead of based on someone's financial necessities, we will spend a lot of money for someone who don't even need it. They might don't need it because they might already have a good economic situation. And in the other side, the stupidity rate keeps increasing. And it means if we give It means that giving scholarship based on someone's ability or talent is more ineffective than giving scholarship based on someone's financial necessities. And if we give scholarship based on someone's ability or talent, it will make us unable to reach our goal, which I already mentioned before, which is giving a quality education for all students in Indonesia. And if we are able to reach our dream, it will help us to fix another trouble in Indonesia, such as the poverty rate rising, and the rising of poverty rate and the rising of crime rates, which I already mentioned before. And I think that's all what I wanted to say, and thanks for paying attention to me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.